Today's Talk Back, we asked you, what do you think about the possibility Sanderson may appeal the jury's verdict? All right, still with me, celebrity civil litigator John Phillips and trial attorney and celebrity family lawyer and attorney Randy Kessler. All right, guys, our first comment comes from Lou. Lou says he needs to keep on traveling the world and call it what it is, a loss. And Randy, that's alluding, of course, to the final act of the defense's tragic play, where they basically showed 90 some odd or 100 photos of him traveling in the days after, all the way up to the trial. That was a huge blow. And I think at the end of the day, when I saw that, I said, it's over. And in fact, it was.
That's a little bit of sarcasm, maybe a lot of sarcasm. And, you know, that's if they even had gotten to the damages part. Was he even injured? I don't know what he's going to appeal, right? The only times you appeal are when you have an error of law. The judge made some ruling, let some evidence in that he shouldn't have, or vice versa, kept some evidence out, shouldn't have. Sometimes lawyers appeal if they have some reason to appeal and hope that then they resolve it out of court. Maybe the insurance company on the other side will pay some money. I don't see it. I think they're just saying we're considering our options like all good lawyers would. We're considering an appeal. I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it either. All right, our next comment comes from Joanne. Joanne says, I was for him in the beginning, but after hearing of his memory issues, I can't help but feel his issues are age-related. When you ski, you know there's a risk of collision. And quite frankly, John, you know, that's how I thought the case played out in terms of the evidence. It just seemed like an accident. And quite frankly, I'm not sure he was lying or Paltrow was lying. I think they both thought that's the way it happened. Sometimes you don't know how these things happen, but at the end of the day, it was an accident. They should have gone home and let it be.
I agree, and I'll say this after seeing two separate jurors speak out, both of whom were wearing ski hats. If I could have known that, I might have even gone harder Paltrow in the beginning, because they know the rules of the road, and this was. You know, this was a case that the entire time said, you're not going to sort it out, and he went too far. Now, I will say this about an appeal, and this is the type of work we do day in and day out. Because there's still that attorney fee motion, I can totally see a notice of appeal being filed just to try to wipe the slate off of those attorney's fees, but there's no legal error here that I've seen. And in fact, they didn't object very much. Everybody kind of sat on their hands throughout most of the trial.
Yeah, I agree. There were many objectionable things that we were commenting. Why isn't anybody objecting? And it's interesting because I just want to let our viewers know it would be like a bargaining chip. So you say you're going to appeal, and hopefully you can get them to say, right, you don't appeal, we'll take that off the table, et cetera, et cetera. So that could be it. All right, let's go to our last comment. It comes from Sheila. Sheila says, I just hated how at the end, when she went over and was so smug and gloated in his face. I'm not sure she did that, Randy. She was actually, people thought it was a good thing. A lot of people did. She basically told him, I wish you well. I'm not sure it was gloating. I just think, I don't know, your thoughts on that little moment.
I don't think it was gloating. She's a celebrity. She's famous, and she's got to be gracious, and I think she was being gracious. I think walking out and not saying anything to him and snubbing him might have been worse. You know, he could have got up and told her.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Randy. Go ahead, man.
No, he could have also gotten up and approached her and said, you know, listen, I wish you well, too. That's a nice thing to do. This is a civilized way of resolving disputes in this country, and good for her to try to end it on a civilized note.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's how most of it. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Totally on brand for Gwyneth Paltrow.
On brand. I think that was the key right there. All right, gentlemen, John Phillips, Randy Kessler, thank you so much for joining me tonight. Always a pleasure to have you guys on the show. Folks, you're going to be sticking